Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is Montana This Morning from Montana's news leader.
Well, good morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Justine Stewart.
And I'm Louis Stewart. Hopefully having a good start to your Tuesday.
Yeah.
So Justine, with the weather coming up here, so I was just thinking about it. I was looking at some stuff today. So, it was a pretty snowy start to November.
It was.
We had a lot of snow rolling in there, and I know a lot of people, I'm excited because I want a white Christmas so bad.
I know. I think a lot of folks do.
I think so. And so what we're going to see, though, is this weather pattern that's shaping up is actually a lot similar to what we saw in the summertime. Like this
just colder.
Just colder. This big ridge of high pressure out west, leading to very dry conditions all the way, it looks like, through the end of next week. But the East Coast is going to be dealing with snow. The Great Lakes are going to be dealing with lake effect snow. But what we're going to try to do is break this ridge down by the time Christmas rolls around. Because we just need this to break down. We need it to allow some active weather to start funneling in. But that's not going to be the case. At least, I was looking at some data this morning through around December 14th, 15th, the middle of December, as this strong ridge of high pressure is going to be over place. That also means cold temperatures. Highs in the mid-20s, low 30s, low temperatures in the single digits and teens, and then, like we've been talking about, with the possibility of some fog by the end of the week. Here's some high temperatures across western Montana for today. We'll see 33 in Missoula and Kalispell, 34 in Hamilton and Polson.
In most states, the open enrollment period for the Affordable Care Act closes in less than 2 weeks. This year, it's only half as long than it was under the Obama administration. Public health advocates say the shorter time frame was just one of many new challenges, but volunteers have aggressively worked to overcome them. Weijia Zhang reports from Austin, Texas, one of the states with the most uninsured Americans.
Lots of folks do not have health insurance.
Healthcare volunteers have had a heavy workload.
We're using every vehicle possible to get the word out that people know this is their chance to enroll.
Now volunteers are working overtime in person, over the phone.
Open enrollment for health insurance has begun.
And online. Elizabeth Colvin runs a program in Austin, Texas that enrolls people in the Affordable Care Act. The state does not provide funding. In the past, federal dollars have helped. But this year, the Trump administration slashed the advertising budget for Obamacare by 90% and funding for counselors who sign up consumers by nearly 50%. It also shortened the enrollment period from 90 to 45 days. A spokesman for Health and Human Services says the cuts reflect a decline in ACA participation. Social media campaigns and grassroots efforts have picked up the slack. 2.8 million Americans have enrolled so far this year, compared to 2.1 this time last year, a 33% increase. Colvin believes the number would be even higher if not for widespread confusion.
They don't realize that the Affordable Care Act is still the law. They don't realize that financial help is still available.
She blames the political battle to repeal and replace Obamacare.
Without the medical support, I definitely would be dead.
Karen Resney has stage 4 breast cancer. Resney says she relies on ACA insurance to survive, but others don't know it's an option.
And it seems like weekly somebody's trying to get rid of it, change it.
Volunteers are making a final push to get people covered. Weijia Zhang, CBS News, Austin, Texas.
Republican lawmakers have tried to repeal and replace Obamacare. They failed twice. But just last month, President Trump promised to try again. He has already taken action to scrap subsidies that help low-income people pay for out-of-pocket expenses. A Ravalli County high school is in mourning after learning one of their own died over the weekend from what appears to be a prescription drug overdose. Ravalli County Sheriff and Coroner Steve Holton says in addition to the 16-year-old, a 15-year-old boy was also taken to the hospital from what may be an overdose. Holton tells MTN News the 2 young males accidentally overdosed from prescription medication.
Our prayers and hearts go out to the families and the students that are affected by this. And what it really does is, it brings that home to us, that, the prescription drug overdoses. It brings that crisis home to us in a real way when we see it happening to our kids.
According to the Hamilton High School Facebook page, students and staff were informed about the death and serious medical situation of 2 of their students Monday morning, adding, quote, "The district's role is to support students, families, and staff through this tragedy while trying to present accurate information and dispel rumors. The school set up counseling areas for students and staff and will continue following up with students as needed. Montana is joining a list of states that are filing suit against drug manufacturers, accusing them of breaking laws and contributing to the country's growing crisis of prescription drug abuse. Attorney General Tim Fox says pharmaceutical companies that knowingly and deceptively harm consumers must be held accountable. Here's MTN's Mackenzie Frost.
693, the number of people in Montana who have died from an opioid overdose from 2000 to 2015. Now, Attorney General Tim Fox is attempting to hold one pharmaceutical company responsible.
This company has gone to great lengths to conceal the dangers of their product while misleading and exploiting physicians in a way that creates thousands of addicts dependent on their drug.
Purdue Pharma Incorporated is the company behind the powerful and addictive opioid OxyContin. The counts listed in this lawsuit filed in district court November 30th allege deceptive practices the DOJ believes Purdue participated in since the 1990s. Purdue's website has multiple listings about the company's commitment to safe and responsible use of opioids, but Fox says that has not been the case.
Designed to manipulate physicians to ensure that their patients are prescribed OxyContin without making those physicians or patients adequately aware of the dangers of the addiction.
The money sought in this suit will help the state move forward from the impacts of the opioid crisis.
Be anything from law enforcement to treatment to drug courts, could be pretty much anything.
Monday's announcement follows a laundry list of other states that have filed similar suits against Purdue and other drug companies and distributors, including Ohio, Washington, New Jersey, New Hampshire. Even Montana's Cascade County is filing a similar federal lawsuit against Purdue, and Gallatin and Blaine counties are interested. But Fox believes the state has an advantage over counties' lawsuits.
We have a better ability to keep the case here. We also have the Consumer Protection Act, which only the Attorney General's office can bring claims under.
This filing begins what Fox says could be a lengthy process, but he is ready to start. In Helena, Mackenzie Frost, MTN News.
In addition to damages, Fox is seeking an injunction to stop Purdue's deceptive marketing practices. While faced with a squeeze between available funding and a growing number of athletes, leaders of Special Olympics Montana being forced to cancel this year's state Winter Olympics in Whitefish. For years now, Special Olympics athletes from all over Montana would flock to Whitefish Mountain Resort in the waning days of winter to compete in alpine skiing, snowshoe races, and other events at a state level. But over the weekend, Special Olympics leaders announced they decided to call off the plans for the 2018 State Winter Games, which have been scheduled for the coming March. In a statement on the Special Olympics Montana website, President Bob Norby explained the Games had seen significant growth and expansion, putting the organization in the position of rethinking just how to best serve athletes with the available funding and fan base providing volunteers. So this year, Special Olympics will be encouraging local organizations to host their Winter Games with the idea that top finishing athletes would be invited to a statewide event every 4 years. All right, let's go ahead and send it on over to Lewis now. He's got your weather on the 8s this week.
All right, thank you, Justine. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a good start to your Tuesday. I want to start off with this really nice picture sent in to us yesterday by Jean and Debbie. Beautiful snow-covered mountains. These are the sapphires that you see in the background there. Jean, Debbie, thank you so much for this fantastic photo right here. Unfortunately, kind of like what we've been talking about, we're going to get a break from the snow at least until the middle or even end of next week as this high pressure ridge is building in. One area I want to point out to you, it's December. You'd think we were done with the fire season by now, but that's not the case for California. I just saw yesterday wildfire broke out up there. Wildfire burned over 26,000 acres in Southern California, 0% contained. Red flag warnings for parts of Southern California, and that's as this really dry weather pattern that's affecting us, not the fires, but the dry weather pattern that we're going to see out west is moving in. So let's go ahead and look at this on your jet stream forecast. Notice off to the east here, we're seeing this big dip in the jet stream. This is where the cooler air is. Out west, we're getting this really big ridge of high pressure. So cooler temperatures. We're not talking about warm temperatures, upper 20s and lower 30s, but we're going to see sunny skies really by the middle and end of this week. And this ridge, it's not going to go anywhere. So look, we'll stop at Monday, the beginning of next week. We're still getting this huge ridge of dry and warmer air out west, much cooler and stormy off to the east. And like I mentioned, that's going to last for a while as it's not going to go anywhere. This ridge is sticking around all the way through Friday of next week. So this is about 10 days out as we're going to get this, and then we're going to still see this cooler air off to the east. So this at least through the middle of December. Hopefully what we'll see is this start to break down by the end of December, allow some more snow chances to get in there, so we will have a white Christmas. But at least for the next several days, it is going to be dry and chilly. Look at these temperatures. 7-day forecast for Missoula, 33 today, and then we're going to see highs only in the 20s through Monday of next week. Lows will be dropping down into the single digits and teens. Now, one thing we'll talk about here again in just a minute, take a closer look at, is the effects of fog that's going to roll in with this. And I think that fog's probably going to start Thursday morning when that center of high pressure is right over top of us. And then we have a chance for really prolonged fog events lasting all the way through the weekend. 7-day forecast for Hamilton, 34 today, then highs, well, again, only upper 20s and lower 30s for the rest of the week.
That forecast really is just the same all the way across.
It's the same. It's the same thing like I was saying what we saw in the summertime, only instead of 90s, it's 20s and 30s.
All right. Well, thanks, Lewis, and stick around. We're right back with much more. But first, here are some birthdays for you this morning.